Hey y'all. Alright, so I'm making this video for you and my other GenJack mentee so that y'all can kind of see how to register for classes. If you have any questions that this video doesn't answer, please do text me and then I can see if I can answer any of the questions. I probably can, but I'll answer any question that y'all have that this doesn't answer. It's a very long way of saying yeah. Okay. Dang, I haven't done this in a while. Alright, so first thing you're gonna do, I'm sharing my screen so you can see. You're gonna go to my SFA. Blah, 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 my SFA. That way to that. You're gonna go, usually it'll go on home, but you're gonna go to registration. You're gonna go all the way down and it's gonna say build and submit schedule. Please don't do this on your phone. I mean, you could if you wanted to, but it's kind of a pain. 1, 2, you might not get into the classes you want. So now I'm gonna click summer to second 2020. What you're supposed to do is click fall 2020. The reason why I'm clicking summer session 2 is because my thing is already done for fall 2020. If I show it to you, it's gonna be confusing. But click on fall 2020, me doing summer session 2, and this is what's gonna go. It's gonna go to here. Now, there's a lot more campuses on fall 2020. The only one you wanna select is the on-campus classes, unless you wanna do online classes, which, I mean, I don't recommend them, but if you're really good at time management and disciplining yourself, go nuts, go to online classes. But if you're not, or you just kind of wanna ease into college, I recommend on-campus classes because it's 1, easier, 2, you actually know the professor, which please do get to know your professor. They can help you out, especially with your grade. If they're like on the edge, they will help you out. And 3, it's just me personally, I find it a lot easier instead of worrying about, oh, when is this due, when, and keeping track with all that. So click on campus, on main campus, and oh wow, deselect all these. You shouldn't have any courses. If you do, oof. And you're gonna go to add course. Now, the thing about this is, oh, it hasn't changed for. Let me search it up. I'm sorry. I'm gonna deselect this. Just ignore this part real quick. So when you go into add course, they switched up the number thing, which is kind of a pain, but it's kind of not if you don't actually know what the number thing was before. But you're gonna select whatever you want or whatever classes you want to take. I recommend taking 5 classes because that should be 15 hours, maybe 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 hours. If you want, you can take 4 and only get 12. The reason why I say 15 though is because say you're doing bad in one class, you can drop that class and you're still at full-time student capacity, rather than if you're at 12 and you're failing a class, you drop it, you're at part-time. There's some financial aid issue that kind of goes into that as well. My recommendation, unless you're really, really good, and by good, I mean excellent at school and keeping track of deadlines, go to 18 hours. But personally, I don't recommend that unless you are like, and it's different from high school. Like if you thought you were good in high school, it's different. College is different. You can be great at high school. It's not going to work out the same as college. So I don't recommend 18 hours. Please don't do it. I'm going to say business because business is my thing. Yeah, business. And I don't know what's going on here. Never mind. I'll go with the easy one. I'll go with philosophy because I'm pretty sure all y'all had to take philosophy. Actually, I don't know. I took philosophy. I hated it, but. And you got to do like intro to ethics, which is what I did. Again, I hated that class. And it's going to do 2306, intro to ethics. You're going to add the course. You're going to go back. You're going to do that with all of your courses. You don't have to go back and forth. Like literally, if you add a course, you say agriculture, or one of you's a nursing major, right? I don't know if you're going to take nursing like your first semester, but if you are, add a course. And then another one's finance, which is business, like me. You're definitely going to take economics. I know that for sure. I love economics. Add a course. You're gonna just add all the courses that you have that your advisor hopefully advised you to take, and hopefully you decided, yeah, I'm gonna go with what my advisor says and take that class, rather than be like me and be like, yeah, I talked with my advisor and we kind of had some good things, but I like this. We're gonna go this way, and don't even tell him, and then he doesn't know until fall semester. Don't do that. Like, that's kind of a how do I say it? A dick move. Like, your advisor's gonna hate you. Like, my advisor hates me, so don't do that, please. You're gonna go add courses, ignore this, and you're gonna generate schedules. Add requisite. And this is the basic easy one. You're gonna look at the schedule and you're gonna be like, do I want to take these classes at that time? That's an 8 a.m. If you are not a morning person, and I swear to God, please don't do this. If you're not a morning person, do not take 8 a.m.s. Don't take 9 a.m.s. 10 a.m.s is a maybe, but at the very least, take an 11 a.m. You wanna know why? Because if you're not a morning person, you're going to miss every single class because you're not going to get up. Or either that, or you'll get up and you won't even pay attention in the class because you're tired. I have a lot of people who do that. I have friends who do that. I did that for one class, even though I am a morning person, but that was a bad semester. Don't do that, because you're like, I know in memes and in school, like, they say, oh, your professors don't care if you come to class. They kind of don't, but at the same time, if you go to class, you're gonna have to learn the material. Let me tell you, if they don't have a book, everything's from class notes, it's gonna suck, because they post nothing sometimes. Sometimes professor posts nothing on D2L. So you can't even learn yourself. You have to go to class in order to learn. Also, I think our college has like a limit to how many absences you can take before you are dropped out. I don't know if it's this college, maybe it's another college, but I know like some colleges do that. So you have to go to class. Like, you just have to. Or let's say you take an SFA. Oh, I know you gotta have to take this. An SFA 101 class. What would that be? That would actually be in, because I know SFA as student success. Remember this. You have to take this anyway. So you got to take a 101. This is the study and practice of methods for success. Ooh. Do the generate schedules, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something. You got to take it with those Menifee. I never heard of that name ever. There's different professors for SFA 101. My recommendation, get Professor Bolden. If she, actually, I don't even know if she, like, teaches, actually. That's actually kind of sad. How you can figure out if they have it, you can go to options. You can look at the professors and be like, which professor do I want? Ooh, Gina Small's in here? Which professor do I want? If you're a business, oh, wait, you're a GenJack. So forget that. So for GenJacks, you're going to have either, you're going to have certain classes with SFA 101 for only GenJack students. Don't skip out on these. Like, it is only one credit, but it does affect your GPA for one. For another, it kind of shows to, like, the people who's working with GenJacks, kind of how you are as a student. For one. For another, if you want to be a GenJack counselor, which is like a year ahead of you, but if like you're thinking, oh man, this is kind of cool how y'all help people, they definitely look at that. Another thing, your professors, some are cool. So I had a friend who's in a class, he canceled it basically every day. Some are really cool. Some aren't. I had another friend who had a professor who made them write every single like week at least. So depending on which professor you get, don't skip class. Like, just don't. You can't drop out of it, sadly. However, sometimes you can switch it. So if you do hate your professor, you can switch out of it, hopefully. God, I hope so. I wish I did. But my recommendation, get Professor Bolding. She will prepare you for SFA 210 because you're going to have to take that. And let me tell you, 210 is a lot harder than SFA 101. It's actually funner, but that's my opinion of more fun versus other people's. It's different. Take her. She'll help you prepare. If you don't like, but if you want someone easy, take, I would have to ask for you because I don't know. But yeah, these can show you SFA who to take. Because you are GenJack, they already have it technically scheduled out in your in your advisor, they already showed you which one you have to take or which one you should take. So you can't just pick anyone that fits. I mean, I wish, but you can't. Okay, now that you got that, don't take 8 a.m.s. Like, rule number 1, don't take 8 a.m.s if you're not a morning person. Second part, don't take night classes if you're not a night person. Or even if you are a night person, try to avoid them. Because, like, at night, you're tired. You also are hungry. Your professors sometimes don't let you eat. Some of them do. Some don't. And some night classes are like, it's like on a Wednesday, 4 to 8. Like, it's a 4-hour class. Like, night classes aren't like 3 days like morning classes or afternoon classes. Sometimes night classes is just like a 1 class a week. And let me tell you, that's gonna suck, because I took one. It will suck if you like suck at 1, time management, 2, at discipline, and 3, at remembering anything for like a whole week, especially if you take it on Monday and then you have the class next Monday. And they're like, oh yeah, remember what we said last class? No. Yeah, I personally don't recommend it, but if you're good at that, go nuts. Along with another thing, when you say, let's say you decided you wanted to take this 9 a.m. class, you can lock it. So what that means is it will lock and it will only show, well, let me lock this one instead. You lock it and it will lower down to 80 schedules, meaning it will only show the schedules where it has, dang it, this lock and this lock. Well, it's mainly this lock, really, but it will only show the schedules with these classes. It won't show any other schedules. And it's fantastic if you like have several of them in a pack and you're like, yes, we want that. Another thing, if you want to compare, because you're like, oh, I want to see what one looks like with another, right? You can click on this, click on this, and then go to like scroll another one that you liked, click on that one, and be like, compare. And you can compare how they're different. See, this class starts at like, it's a night class, and this one's in the afternoon. Which one do you like better? Well, you obviously like that one, so you're gonna open that one and be like, we're gonna save that one because that one looks awesome. And then it narrows your, oh my god. Okay, this is the way to do that. Then it's gonna narrow it down to only 2 schedules, and then you look at it and be like, compare. Yeah, see, it's the same thing, but apparently it's different professors. I'm assuming so, but usually it'll just show like the different classes and whatever. Also, please, when you're doing your schedule, let me tell you something. Like, I'm gonna show you this great website that you should do. Rate My Professor. If you don't know that professor, look him up. Let me tell you. Wanna know why? I swear, I'm going to save your life with this. Oh wait, let me. What's his name? Okay, let me try and remember one of my English professors' name. Okay. Let's say you get an English professor and his name was Longino. If you're good at writing, I recommend him. If you're not good at writing, please don't take him. But he's also one of the slightly easier English professors because he kind of teaches you how to write. But at the same time, he's kind of a hot ass. This is what my friend gave him because she was really nice. And he gave her an A in that class. I got an A in that class, but like, you know, I also know how to write. But let me tell you something. He's a hard grader. Like, he's tough. He doesn't take shit. You see this? Ah, that's really nice. Look at the other ones. Don't just look at the ones that are nice. Look at the ones that are bad. I'm an A student who's done well. Some of them are like, you can tell, like the students didn't do anything in class. But some of them, like, look at them. If they look like they're bad, don't take that professor because more often than not, this kind of reflects like he's probably not the best professor to take for English. Again, I recommend him, but that's like only if you're good at English and if you are wanting to be good at writing. If you're not wanting and you wanting to like scheme an easy 8, please don't get him, because like I had a friend who like sadly barely passed with a D, and he was being generous because she kept going to him. So like he's not an easy grader. Don't get him if you don't need to. Another one is, I'm trying to think of people's names. Dang. Say you're taking chemistry and you got okay, say you can't find a person because you're like, oh, I can't find this person. I'm gonna find a school. I'm gonna search up Stephen F. Austin. And you're gonna find a professor. You're gonna go here, find our school, Stephen F. Austin, because that's where we're all going eventually. And you wanna find, say, a professor named, Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry for all these ads. I don't know what's going on. John Gary, who's like a chemistry professor, who I'm taking now, who I'm dropping. Not that he's not bad, I'm just bad at chemistry. And you see, he got 4.7 out of 5, and you're leading him, and he's a pretty good professor, he really is. Take that professor. If they don't have a page, they're either new, or no one likes them, or no one really knows about Rate My Professor, which is very rare, so they're more likely new. I recommend you don't take anyone who is new to the campus, just because you don't know what to expect. So you don't know if they're going to be easy or hard. Sometimes you're like the guinea pigs, and sometimes it's a good thing, and sometimes it's a bad thing. It really depends. If you don't find a page, it's more likely they're new, and that's up to you. That's a decision you got to make and be like, you don't want to try this out? Maybe. Do what you want. I'm not gonna say what you should or shouldn't do. Once you're done with this, say you say these are the only classes you want, right? And you got this, right? You're gonna click on this. You're gonna be like, yes, I want this class. You're gonna send it to registration cart. Do not forget about this one. This step is important because a lot of people assume that once you're done, you got already registered. No, you're not. You really not. You just built your schedule. You're gonna send it to register cart, and you're gonna register. And you're gonna wait and let it load. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. Obviously, I can't do it because like I'm at a max. Thank God none of this worked because that would suck. Here's the thing. If the class is full, you are not going to get in. And how you can figure out if it's full or not, I probably should have told you that before. I'm sorry. I'm like going all over. How you know if it's full or not? You don't know sometimes. Sometimes it'll tell you, sometimes it won't. And sometimes you just kind of have to, it's gonna suck. You're gonna go here. It's gonna tell you 17 seats open, right? What you can also do is when you, dang it, unclick that, unclick that. Slide off, down. You can also click on this and it will tell you 11 seats open. It will tell you the seats that are open. This does not reflect what it is now. Like it kind of does, but it kind of doesn't, because there's sometimes when like you're registering, other people are registering, meaning it fills up quick. Like I said, do your research on the professors. If it's usually seats are closed, it's usually because people want the time slot or they want the professor. But that's an online class. No, I don't know what that is. But like I said, just kind of be aware if like more often than not, if there's no seats opening, it's not going to show on this. But sometimes it does. Sometimes it really does because someone, how do I do it? The course status, sometimes people put open and full. Only do open classes. You don't want to get full classes because if you register for them, you're not going to be able to register. You get on the waiting list. Let me tell you, that waiting list It depends on the professor. You either get in or you get out. Like, it's hard. So yeah, go to register. You're gonna register for your courses, and it should tell you. It should come to this, and it'll tell you the courses you registered. Say you accidentally registered for a class that you didn't want, or you want to change it. You can web drop it. I'm not gonna do mine because that class is. I need that class. You can drop it. I can do this one because I want to get out of that class anyway. You can web drop it. All you gotta do is submit changes, and it will, hopefully, if it loads, web drop it for you. You see? So you only have 16 hours instead of 17. Like I said, don't do me. I don't know what I'm doing. Also, like I said, recommended is 15 if you're taking the SFA 101, which you are. It's 16 hours. If you want, you can take 13, but I recommend 15/16 for your first semester, just to kind of get a feel for the campus and all. I hope this helps. If it doesn't, please text me. If it does, please text me. At least I know that you got it done. If you still need help pertaining to, oh my gosh, how do I stop this? Stop. Okay. If you still need help pertaining to classes, or you want to ask an opinion about a professor, hey, shoot me an email about the professor. I can ask a lot of people. They probably taken it. I will get to someone. Or you can go and do the big GenJack group and be like, hey, any of the counselors, have you taken this professor? They will tell you. They'll be like, yeah, I took that professor. He's pretty cool. Or they'll be like, professor's kind of hard. It depends on if you want to take it or not. So if you're not entirely sure and you can't find anything, or you don't want to do the Rate My Professor thing, ask someone about that professor. They'll be willing to help. Yeah, that's all I got. So you should take about 5 classes, maybe 6, depending on SFA 101, is my recommendation. I hope y'all are able to find this helpful. If not, I am sorry. All right, bye. Have a good summer, y'all.